Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tribal Council at Can You Survive? We have a different mic and audio situation. I do know that I owe y'all one tea time. Don't worry, I will make good on that promise after this Tribal Council,
All right,
so
done. Come
keep
on
it
in.
locked here. But we got to keep moving on forward because the arena doesn't wait for anyone. So in come the ladies of Done to Tribal Council once again. And here we have Lindsay, Jess, Champagne, and Kelly.
All right. Welcome back one more time to the four of you. Sorry to see you again. Kelly, I'll start with you. Obviously, the first two times Dunn has come to Tribal, a former Caribou member has gone out. How did kind of the strategy session go? Was it cut and dry like that? Or do you feel like there's wiggle room here for you?
No, it wasn't cut and dry. Obviously, we've had time with these people before we were in tribes. We spend all the time with each other in each other's tribe camps all the time. Like, there are longer social relationships, not game relationships, which is where the difference is. But like, it's not like 100% cut and dry now.
Okay. In Champagne, you received the other votes at the last Tribal Council. Did you have a chance to talk with whomever gave you that vote and kind of work that out with them? Or do you feel like another vote is coming your way?
Yeah, I feel like votes are always coming my way, and I just have to like relax and be like, it's just a game, you know. It's part of what it is. It does suck because then I'm like, what's wrong with me? Like, why do I keep getting votes, you know? But I understand that it is just a part of the game, and you know, I have a lot of respect for Kelly, and so yeah, it's just hard.
Yeah. Jess, can you talk about how different this decision, now that you're all the way down to 4, is compared to the decision you made at 6 or some of the decisions you were making yesterday at Tribal Councils?
I think it just breaks you down a little. And every time you go through this like cycle with the group of people, it brings you closer together. And so it's really hard to then have to like eat your own. It's been a really, really hard day. And I don't want to see anyone here go. And so I just feel really sad about what's about to happen.
Yeah. I think that's very valid. I think you've all had a tough day, and some had a tough yesterday as well. Lindsay, one thing that you could point out, if you're trying to look at the silver lining, is this is really good training for the individual portion where you're going to have to do the same thing and cut really hard numbers as you get closer and closer to the end of the game. Are you trying to take anything like that from this situation as it prepares you potentially for that next phase of the game?
I think it's experience. To be honest, there's obviously like an emotional weight that I think I'm taking into each tribal that maybe people who haven't gone to tribal haven't felt yet, and that adds up. So that could be a disadvantage, but sure, there's like a silver lining somewhere if I look hard too.
Yeah. I'll throw it back to Kelly and Champagne. Was anyone told that they are definitely going home here tonight, or anyone? I'll throw it to all 4 of you. Was there a decision made as a group, or was this still strategy up until the very end?
I still don't know what I'm going to do. So, it's just strategy up until the very end.
Okay. I like that you still kept it cagey like that. Does anyone want to make a final pitch to the group in terms of why, they should stay over someone else or anything like that, if it is truly still up in the air like it is right now?
I feel like you guys know where I stand and what like I can bring to the next portion of the game, and I feel like that is like a bigger asset to you. Yeah. It's a little vague, but they know what I mean. Yeah.
I've been with you guys since day one, and I got your backs 100%. Like, there's no doubt in that. Wherever you guys want to go, I want to follow you. You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, I know it's a tough decision on you guys, but I have your backs. I have your backs 100%.
Just my observation of the two that spoke up there, it seems like potentially there are two that feel like they're at risk and potentially two decision makers. We're at 4. Was there ever a discussion between Champagne, you and Kelly, of trying to tie this thing up 2-2?
Didn't seem like there was much interest, but I did bring it up.
Okay. I'm glad that no rock was left unturned between this group. I know that you have had a lot of conversations through multiple different tribals to lead you to this point, so I will not belabor the point if you feel like everything is on the table. All right, then let's get to the vote. We'll start with you, Lindsay.
All right, let's head away from Tribal Council now. All right. Let's see. Sorry, let me flip this around. Hey, everyone. Oh, the sun is out. I was just about to make some sort of weird segue about how the sky is gray and this is a hard round and the sky is commiserating, but the sun is shining, so never mind. Thank you. So we're doing some audio testing like as I use this. Albie, will you please turn down the volume so the players can't hear me from your computer because I can hear me from here. Thank you. All right. So let me stay here and not go to the usual spot. Normally I'd be pulling out my handy dandy notebook for tea time, but I was originally told that it was like a super obvious vote and that Kelly was just going home and that was that. So let's not rush this and like prolong the suffering. But as we heard from Tribal Council, not the case. So let me fill you in on from memory what I remember from our fabulous confessionalists, and we will still do a freestyle tea time sitch. And again, I know I still owe y'all a very explosive tea time from last round. I know the Caribou 5 voting for the one original Goddard seems like cut and dry, but there was tons of crazy backstory that you're gonna definitely want to know about for the next stage of the game. So let's get into these 4 ladies though, of course, because they are the current focus of our attention and our concern, and I know we're all rooting for them. It's really tough. You know, Survivor's a tough game. It's tough to come out here in the elements, even when you do have some wins. And as we saw yesterday, Goddard with Champagne, Jess and Lindsay had a really tough day and a lot of tribal councils, and here they are having the same situation play out again on the 3rd day. And it's been super hot. It's been super crazy. And so we definitely feel for them right now. Jess, super sad, super upset coming into this tribal council. She said that she just loves the ladies of her group and wishes that the last challenge had gone differently because she truly didn't want to vote anyone out and put any names down at all. And you heard her say that she was unsure even now what she was going to be doing and how she was voting, whether or not that was like a little bit of truth or a little bit of smoke screen, of course, remains to be seen, and we'll find that out shortly. But it does sound like, from what I heard and from what we heard, Tribal Council, the vote is between Kelly and Champagne. So I know from last Tribal, Lindsay has been super analytical and thinking ahead when she makes her moves. And so I think right now, I'm sure she's weighing, okay, am I going to stay with Jess and Champagne, who Champagne and her have reconnected and build up some trust again? Am I going to choose to keep Kelly and maybe explore those connections that Kelly has and make something a little bit larger and stronger? So yeah, Lindsay, I think, was undecided coming to this. Of course, Champagne concerned that it might be her. So I'm not entirely sure. It sounds like the players aren't either. So let's go ahead and head on back into tribal council and find out, because I just heard Cam say he's about to tally the votes. So, and I don't think it'll take him long because Cam is a smarty and he only has to count up to 4. So let's head on back now. We are right on time. Here's Cam with the votes.
All right. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or another advantage and would like to play one, now would be the time to do so. All right. I'll get to the votes. First vote, Champagne. Second vote, Kelly. Third vote, Kelly. Fourth vote, and the next person voted out of Can You Survive District 13, Kelly. That's 3 up and up. Kelly, the tributes. Okay. All right, we are done here. Hopefully you are not done. Good luck in the next challenge. Hopefully I will not be seeing you here next time. We'll have you head to the challenge field and we'll get ready for our next challenge.
All right. Someone out of the tribal council area behind me and on into the challenge field. So we are going to get into the next challenge. I think pretty shortly. It looks almost totally set up. So pretty soon you will be back here with Taylor and the rest, and Cam and the rest of our tributes for another challenge. All right, see you soon.